on any of the matters. 0911 20022 or 0707 Okay, let's go take calls. Good morning. Who did my line? Please,
Hello, the great man
good morning to
in
you.
the house.
I greet you.
But thank you very much for today. And I appreciate all that we have been discussing that has happened within the week.
Thank
My
you.
name is Owona. I am calling from Oshi. So the area of Reverend Minister, he was so economical in his words.
Okay.
He would have gone straight and nailed the nail on the head. But rather he was talking about twisting facts. Supposing you give directive and your directive is not taken, what did you do next? Sorry. You would have done, when you give a direction, do this, and the person does not, what else have you done? To say, my friend, you have erred from what I should do. That is one in the other area. Another area is these are children that are in captivity. Well, because these little children are not from the high echelon. That is why they are being treated like this. Another area is that there is complicity in the government. Because I don't see the reason. Okay, let us see. These people are in the bush, right? Why can't our Air Force and all that drones and all that technology go and say where they are? Are they not seeing where they are? Why the government can detect people who have done one thing or the other? Why can't they detect all these full punishment that are submitted? It's very, very unfair. And if we care is not taken, I know that thing that happened in Fanita is likely going to happen. But God forbid.
All right.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. Hello.
Good morning, Barry.
I greet you.
I greet our guests too. My name is Herbert. I call from Port Harcourt Road.
Herbert, welcome.
Barry, Pastor Deboye hasn't got it right. If you could speak out boldly against Jonathan and you call yourself a man of God, why wouldn't you do the same when your kinsman is on the throne? That shows he has some bigotry in him, and that is not good of a revered or so-called man of God, like our guest described him there. I condemn that his action totally.
Okay.
Now, on what is happening in the presidency concerning the allegation of scandal, it's very shameful that a government such as this will be here and these things are happening. Femi Bajadiamila has a lot of questions to answer, telling us that that agency doesn't exist, and yet there's a budgetary provision for that agency. Who made that budgetary provision? Who gave them office? Who employed people there? Who is receiving the salaries of those people who are supposed to be working there? These are questions Nigerians need answers to. And I don't mean himself that even gave bribe. Why will you give bribe to secure an office? You also have questions to answer. In a country where they say they are fighting corruption and this thing is happening under the nose of Mr. President. It's quite unfortunate. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very, very much. Good morning. Hello, please turn down the volume. Turn down the volume on your radio. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Barry, good morning.
Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Okay, I've turned it down.
All right, thank you.
Barry, is it because we are men? God is just a woman is carried baby for 9 months. And after putting the baby, we notice for 9 months. Oh God, through here and another place.
I got calm down now.
These children, they push God.
Calm down now. Calm down. Thank you. Sorry.
A woman carry baby for 9 months. And not that the global 1 year. Through here and other place. You said you are a president and a governor. Oh God!
It's okay. It's okay.
Federal government should declare state of crying and mourning. Industry are not released with that system. Oh, the phone is all up there.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, my Father. Where are the prophets?
All right. Thank you.
Where
Sorry.
are the
It's okay.
prophets?
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Sorry. Yeah. You're getting everybody emotional and worked up. Stop crying. All right, Salvatore.
Yes, it is not a laughing matter,
Yes.
Barry Cosmos.
It's not at all.
And I am really pained personally at this absurdity of this high level, I keep repeating, complicity at the highest level in this country. Now, you just read a news item about soldiers and drones helping them to fight terrorists in the northeast, in Borno State. Have those drones suddenly finished that they don't have enough to deploy to Oyo State, that national park in Oyo State?
In as much as I don't want to make excuse for the Nigerian army,
Yes.
there's a way you go in, you just end up killing the hostages.
Hold on.
Okay.
Please, Barry, we have gone more technologically advanced than what you are trying to propose now. One, Barry, there is a chemical, there is a gas you can spray in an environment, and every living thing in that environment goes to sleep, very deep sleep.
Yes.
If somebody taps you on the body, you can't even wake.
Yeah, of course.
So why has that gas not been employed in that environment?
Well,
there is just no reasonable answer to this question. There's no acceptable answer to this question. Why have they not deployed that by now? The point is, they are worsening the matter by telling people that they know the location of these children and these terrorists. So what the heck have they been waiting for? All the assistance they're talking about is procuring or securing from foreign nations on this menace called terrorism in Nigeria. What have they come to now?
all right. Well, based on that, the U.S. have pulled their troops away from Nigeria. The U.S. have since withdrawn those 200 soldiers that have come in Nigeria after the killing of the ISIS deputy director there, their deputy commander that they killed. The U.S. also pulled out, but they say they still remain in Nigeria for surveillance and intelligence gathering for Nigerian government to help Nigerian army fight terrorists. That's exactly the latest on that. So he explained that the specific military operation had ended and most U.S. personnel involved had left. Washington remained committed to the supporting Nigeria through intelligence collaboration at the request of the Nigerian government. Now, this is where it gets interesting, at the request. Have we requested?
As far as I know, the request it did not come yesterday. The request came last year, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And so when you talk about, you see, the United States government is using what you call diplomaties and officialese just to sound nice and all of that. The fact of the matter is the United States government, if you want to be realistic and truthful with yourself, should not be telling us that at the request of the Nigerian government, as if the Nigerian government has not requested, for that assistance.
Well, they say the operation they usually have a time lapse.
Excuse me. They came in here to help you fight terrorism. And those clowns who abducted those children are terrorists. So the question remains, is it possible that the American government has proposed to deploy all the technological savvy at their disposal to deal with these terrorists, to free these children, and the Nigerian government said no? Is it possible? If that is the situation, then it goes to justify the suspicions and allegations all the while that there's high-level complicity in the Nigerian government.
Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning, Sabari.
Good morning. Why is it that everybody today wants to break my eardrum? Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Yeah. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Hi.
My name is Samuel. I come from Nazareth.
Samuel from Nazareth, can you turn down the volume on your radio or shift from that noisy place? Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
I can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, Barry, you see, what we have been saying is that the government of the country, their hand is in this kidnapping. They are not hiding it anymore. You know, you can't tell me, Barry, as you are there now, I know that as a human being, if you see something happen to another person and blood comes out, you will think about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh?
Definitely.
What if it is me? Maybe accident happened before you, somebody broke their leg, you'll be thinking about yourself. Our government officials, they don't think about that. They have stolen their conscience.
All right.
Imagine 2 years old, 3 years old, in the bush for over 1 month plus, getting to 2 months. And these people, they are busy campaigning.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
my
Thank you.
brother, my
Thank
brother.
you. Thank
Sometimes
you.
I don't used to sleep very well if I remember this thing.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to make mouth on radio, but these people, they have sold their conscience. And the people that call themselves men of God, my brother, I've started distancing myself from them all because they are not doing their men of God job. God bless you, Sabari.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, I'll take one more call and then we'll call it a wrap for this newspaper review. Good morning. Who goes you? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Mr. Barry.
I greet you.
Hello, sir. And the guest in the studio, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, sir. You're welcome. You see, in times of the children in the bush, I think our government, I don't know if I may say, will have this in the seat as leaders, not a human. In the sense that each and every one of them has their children abroad. And the little ones that are here suffering, you pick them and let them in the bush, trying to tell us cock and bush stories, telling us that the high rankings, then who are the high rankings? Sometimes, that's why I say we have peace as leaders in Nigeria. Okay, now, talking about the terrorists, would they say they didn't know where they are? They know everything about it. And even the spokesman of these terrorists comes out to make noise every now and then, and they keep them quiet. There's somebody that does say something that they go and pick him. They go and they go there, pick him up and lock him. But every now and then, terrorists keep going up in this country, but they have nothing to say. All what they have to say is 2027 election. The truth is that may God help each and every one of us.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No time again. Okay. Well, we are going to go on a short break now. And when we come back, the conversation will continue. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest has arrived. I will avail him after the break. But remember, we are taking a look at the political landscape today. Well, the ADP is one of those parties, and we have one of their biggest leaders here in the studio. And of course, we have the ADC that has been cleared by a court, and the NDC is still in court, and everything Nigerian political opposition parties are all in court. Even the SDP is in court. I don't know whether in a court will go use do this election 2027. No, I didn't call your own. I calm down. They never remember you. They will still remember you. So at the end of the day, it is, I don't know if 2027 election will be won in the court or at the polling unit or the polling booth. I don't know, because every opposition is in court. Well, apart from the ADP. Let me distinguish them. They never get wahala. Okay. At the end of the day, where is this going on today? Where are we heading? But today, we take a look at the political landscape here at Echo FM. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. 100.7. Here are the latest stories we are keeping tabs on. President Bola Tinubu has announced the launch of a training program for 5,000 young Nigerians as meter installers and technicians under the Presidential Metering Initiative. The president stated that the scheme is aimed at creating jobs, closing the country's metering gap, and improving electricity supply. He encouraged qualified young Nigerians to apply, saying the initiative would provide them with marketable skills while supporting efforts to eliminate estimated billing and improve electricity access nationwide. President Bola Tinubu has directed the immediate construction and expansion of the Zaudna Kaba Kagini Road in Abuja Municipal Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Tinubu, represented by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, said the directive was aimed at ensuring that all communities benefit from the gains of the Renewed Hope agenda. The Minister of Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, clarified that the federal government had yet to approve Adire as the new uniform for members of the National Youth Service Corps, hours after his comments on the proposed change generated widespread reactions. The minister explained that while he mentioned Adire and Ankara during the interview, they were only examples of proposals being considered as part of the ongoing reform of the scheme. The World Health Organization declared an end to the deadly hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship, which sparked international alarm after the last person left quarantine. While the outbreak is now over, for scientists and experts, the work is only in its early stages as they try to learn lessons from the episode that triggered a global health alert. The Kano State Police Command has detained a suspect following the death of an unidentified man whose body was discovered inside an unoccupied house in the Badawa area of Kano State. The deceased, believed to be about 28 years old, was found with a deep injury to his neck, which residents suspect led to his death before help could reach him. And in business, the United Nations Development Programme has called for an accelerated transition from fossil fuel to renewable energy, warning that continued dependence on oil exposes countries to conflict, supply disruptions, and environmental degradation. According to the African Mini-Grids Program, Nigeria's National Pilot Pipelines, UNDP, resident representative in Nigeria, Ms. Elsie Atafua, the new initiative focuses on sustainability and commercial viability. And in sports, Galatasaray reporter Ali Nassi Kusuk has cleared the air on Victor Osimhen leaving the club. Osimhen has been linked with a move away from Galatasaray this summer transfer window. Speaking, Kusuk revealed that Osimhen is not considering leaving Galatasaray. He stated that he met with Okan Buruk and other officials and received information about team planning and training programs. And on the foreign scene, pregnant women could be banned from entering the United States of America under plans being considered by President Donald Trump after the Supreme Court judgment that struck down his ban on birthright citizenship. The potential ban would mark a renewed attempt to restrict birthright citizenship, a practice that Trump administration said allows foreigners to travel to the U.S. late in pregnancy to secure citizenship for their children. And that is all for the news update at 10, brought to you by our news desk here at Echo FM. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook is Echo FM, on X at Echo FM_Owerri. On Instagram and YouTube is Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by clicking on www.echofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening. Straight Talk continues.
Every minute
and every second.
Breaking news occur
from our villages,
in our cities,
new government policies,
the economy,
politics,
social news,
entertainment news,
security concerns.
We the people converge
to analyze,
separating facts from fiction,
lies and truth.
We dissect,
we integrate,
we harmonize,
we criticize,
and we bring you all the juicy details.
Live on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. It is Straight Talk.
Straight Talk.
Straight Talk on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Kapua! Shall I begin? I am your host. I am your anchorman. I am the presiding bishop of this ministry, and I am awesome. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, the Buruburu One on radio, the Okenze on radio, your big brother on radio. I am the main event, and I am here.
Live on Echo FM 100.7.
All right, welcome to the main event on radio. This is Straight Talk live on Echo FM 100.7 with the Radio Marshal, Barry Cosmos. And today we have a wonderful team assembled here to discuss the political landscape. Well, Comrade Salvatore Amadi is still with us. Chief Comrade Salvatore, thank you for staying with us.
My pleasure, Barry Cosmos.
And joining us is the long-awaited voice we've not heard from him for a long time. We have the pleasure of hosting once again the National Vice Chairman of the ADP. Of course, he is none other than the former governorship candidate of the ADP here in Imo State, Dr. Kachi Nwoga. Good morning and welcome, Doc.
Good morning, Barry. Good morning to all the listeners.
Long time no whom.
Yeah.
It's good to see
We're
you.
still there.
All right. Of course, we also have a representative, an APP chieftain. I won't say APC. That's going to be a very catastrophic error. APP, that is the Action People's Party chieftain. He answers Alhaji. I don't know why they answer Alhaji. Alhaji, no be Mazi, no be chief, na Alhaji. Precious Muna Chimso. Good morning, Alhaji.
Good morning, Barry.
Okay, you need to speak now. Straight talk today, no bending corners. Speak to the microphone so that we will hear you clearly.
Yes. Good morning. Thank you very much for being here.
All right. Welcome. Welcome to Echo FM. Okay, let's go. We are taking a look at the political landscape. Dr. Kachi, let me start off with you. What has been going on with the ADP? Yeah, earlier on we were saying you people are quiet. You say you are not quiet. And you made a very funny comment that we are concentrating on the people in court.
Exactly.
And you're not in court. The other can't talk. No wahala. So what's been going on with the ADP? We've not been hearing much
did
about
everything right.
Okay.
We did a e-registration when it was due. We've done our congresses. We've done nomination, our primaries, and we are uploading our candidates as the case may be. And even in Imo State, we are not quiet. We have interesting candidates here. My chairman, Ozomezi, if he's here, he will give you the details.
Okay.
You know, so we're not doing badly at all. And most importantly, we're not in court. So maybe that's why we're not in the headlines. Because you seem to reserve your headlines for those in court. So
very funny.
The job of the opposition, you see, that's where we get it wrong a lot of times. The primary job of the opposition is not to take power. That's not the primary job of the opposition.
Okay.
It's the secondary job of the opposition. The primary job of the opposition is to force the government to get it right.
Okay.
And to say, we are here to get it right if you can't. All right? So it's not about jumping from pillar to post and shouting everything. We've written, I think my national chairman has made broadcasts here and there and pointed out a number of things, which I thought the press and Nigeria would follow up with, you know, about having our systems right. He specifically has complained about it is a wrong system for one man to be in control of all the powers.
Well, that has been a long debate. A lot of people have been saying that.
Yes. So, and you can't have if everything you're seeing now will keep happening until we find how to reduce those powers.
All right.
Thank you.
You said you're uploading candidates. Are you one of those candidates this time around?
No, I'm not one of the candidates.
So I don't want to use the word that came to my mind first. So let me let me reserve that comment.
Well,
you don't want to contest this time around.
A contest for?
Of course, you're a governorship candidate. What are you saying?
Well, the Imo State governorship is not up for contest right now.
Why not?
For contest right now?
Okay.
No, certainly
okay,
not.
that's okay. I get it. All right, I get you. I decode it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alhaji Precious, welcome aboard.
Yes.
What's been happening with the APP since you people escaped the hammer from the court? Are you still in court?
We have no business with the court.
Are you sure you have no business?
We don't have any business. Whatever business that is there will crash.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to crash because they don't have any reason to register the party. So the party is moving forward and will continue moving forward.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, great to have you, Alhaji Precious. So, in this political landscape conversation, what is your take on political parties, the APC, and what's been going on politically? I'm not looking at economy and all those. I'm not politically. Let's take a look at what our democracy has become right now under this political party, multi-party. INEC say they have 21 registered party with a new party that was just registered. They have deregistered about how many of them? Those ones that had no business being political parties before. Instead of it to be a social club, they became a political party. They have not been able to win even a councillor seat before and all that. So they have been deregistered. But we still have 21 parties. With all this, do you think this is the best way to do democracy in Nigeria as it stands?
That is not the best way. Because the way I look at things, that is why in my own definition of democracy, I say it is madness of the masses for the benefit of few. Some individuals just occupy the places and try to kill all the institutions to make it impossible for other people to come and join. They want to remain in power. Through every possible means and every arsenal in their disposal. So, and I think it's high time for us to call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to allow people and do the real democracy, which is government of the people, for the people, and by the people.
So you're trying to say you're not doing the real democracy. That's what you're saying?
Yes, there's no real democracy for now.
Why do you think so? Why do you say so?
Obtaining judgment from the court, bringing in intimidation, fighting against each other, using the public fund without explaining what the money is being used, no accountability, and you cannot ask why. If you ask why, you are being persecuted. So it's just democracy.
All right. Well, Dr. Kachi, I don't know. Do you have anything to add to that?
The summary of democracy is power to the people.
Mm.
All right. And the first power is knowledge.
Mm.
And I'm sorry to say that there's a serious knowledge gap among the generality of our people.
You don't need to be sorry. There's a very serious knowledge gap.
And if we don't solve that knowledge gap, then that power to the people can never be real.
Mm.
That's my own on this, and I've been emphatic on it. If we want to get a democracy, just go back. Because let me tell you, when the
Is it knowledge from the
have,
electorate or the people in power? Because it seems to me that...
the people in power are exact same people that are out of power. There's no difference.
Away.
Yes.
Away.
It is the character, it is the culture, manifesting it. Do we elect foreigners? Is it not from among us?
Yeah.
So it is us it's just that these ones are in the public glare.
Okay.
And you're seeing the same man who sold his vote for 10,000 or 15,000 will sell the country if he has a budget.
Mm.
So it's listen.
Wait. That one hits me
in
by.
the strategy class, we say that culture eats strategy for breakfast, not even lunch or dinner. Breakfast, right? So
you think we are inherently terrible people? That's why we are getting terrible leaders?
I think whatever leadership you have is a reflection of your society. No two ways about it.
Right.
But I have tried to what I have classified it as is a knowledge gap.
Okay.
All right. That knowledge gap needs to be filled. People need to understand the consequences of their actions and the actual power that they have.
Mm.
Your power comes from your knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. That maxim is real. Knowledge is real power. Because if our people are equipped with the requisites, proper knowledge, how many million people be complaining about a few people?
Mm. Well, that is a very serious question for everybody out there. How can over 200 million Nigerians be complaining about people that are not up to 100,000?
Exactly.
The arithmetic, work. The equation, balance.
No.
But why would 200 million people be controlled by a few and they have no say in whatever happens to them?
Because the few have got a good portion of that 200 million to be working for them.
Mm. Mm. Well, it's a great way to put that one, comrade.
Yes, indeed. What I call gunpoint democracy.
Gunpoint?
Yes.
You don't carry combo. Which one be gunpoint democracy again?
Very good question. Gunpoint democracy is when you gather people together and you seize power through the back door, in most cases illegally, and you use the weapons at your disposal and the security establishments to ensure that everybody who says what you don't like is killed, is shot and, buried. So, and that is exactly where Nigeria is right now. And you are asking how so few people can control over 200 million Nigerians. When they have the guns they can use to, send you either to hell or to heaven, at their whims and caprices, then if you feel like living a little longer than that very moment, what do you do but to just cave in and give up, hands up, yes. And so we are running you are running what I would want to call a siege government, okay? The whole country is under siege, yes, from north to south, and they know that they have their boys with the guns and bullets to do whatever they tell them to do, and they get paid for it.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Before I open up the phone lines for everybody to add their voice to the conversation, let's just take some few messages that came in earlier on. Dr. Mrs. Sima Olebera from Owerri said, sad that this is coming from Pastor Adebayo, so worrisome that some men of God have deviated from the lifestyle of Jesus Christ, who they claim to follow his footsteps. Why can't we have the likes of Prophet Nathan, who looked at the king in the face and told him the truth? Sad that they have commercialized spirituality. That one enter. Barry Cosmos and Comrade Salvatore, thank God it's Friday and happy Friday morning. High cost of medics in Nigeria is a function of a failed system. High insecurity and even the abducted school children cases are evidence of government complicity. Meanwhile, the judiciary and INEC, their twin brother, are waiting in the wings to throw spanner into the wheel of democracy. And APC, acting as the evil principality, is busy strategizing to impose itself on the citizens. The COS to the matter, Mr. President, is the supremos comradum. That is how he calls it. That is the chief of staff. That's the COS. I thought it was my name. You wrote, you said COS. Come, Elder Chijeke, you better be careful. He said the COS to Mr. President is the supremos comradum, but that is the chief of staff. Time will tell. The people's elder have spoken. All right, we also have this one. Say good morning, my eloquent and majestic Barry Corsi and studio guest. It has become a matter of great concern that all we hear every now and then about our country are very bad news. Bandits have taken over many areas in our country. Kidnapped school children are still in the forest. So many travelers have been kidnapped. So many have been killed by terrorists and bandits. The president borrows loans from the IMF and World Bank. Foreign countries, including South Africa, are chasing away Nigerians to go home and repair their country. What a shame. Prices of fuel and cooking gas have skyrocketed. Doctors are going on strike. Haba. If 1/10 of what is happening in the present administration happened during Jonathan, what do we think would have happened to our country? Your guess is as good as mine. Thank you. I remain Ezine Lady Julie Nosike. Everybody is complains. And of course, Dr. Kachi, do you think the APC listens to Nigerians?
I don't want to make it about the APC because...
they're the ones in power. That's why we're asking the APC.
Yes. Do you think the Nigerian leadership listens to Nigerians? And the answer is no.
Okay.
To a large extent. Of course, they must listen to some extent.
Okay.
But how much listening and all that? Because it hasn't been APC. APC is not the government in all the states of the Federation.
Mm-hmm.
They're not all the legislators existing today.
Okay.
They have not ruled Nigeria since the inception of democracy. And what has really changed? The same issues
the
have
same
remained
recycling of the same people moving from here to here.
So sometimes I think we trivialize it when we make it about
APC.
a particular person
Okay.
at that time. I think that the system is not right. And it begins with us. That's where I'm different from everybody else. I keep saying we all need to take responsibility. Because if we don't, my friend Salvatore said it's a gun on the head. I respectfully disagree with that.
Okay.
Listen, you change government at the polling unit. That's where you change government. It's not to come on the street after you have sold your vote and taking rice. You now come after and say, I'm demonstrating, government must listen to me. That's a sure. That's a sure you're putting.
You can't eat your cake and have it. Period.
Yes. So this is the time. And let me tell you, polling booth is not just what happens in January and February. It has already started happening in all the parties. Tell me which party conducted free and fair primaries.
None.
Well, let me leave it at
Not
that.
even the NDC.
So it's
all right.
Yeah.
I think I understand where you're going with that, and I agree with you completely. But a lot of Nigerians keep saying that they came out in mass to vote and they did the right things. They didn't sell their vote at the end of the day. What happened? And that gave them disillusionment, and they are not interested. So many people just don't get interested in what's going on. So what do you say to such people?
I don't easily agree with that because I have been part of the entire since this dispensation. I have been part of every electoral process, actively part of every electoral. And I can tell you something. The biggest instrument in fact, I have never seen where a original form EC8A was dismissed by the court. I have never seen one case of it in this country.
Original from EC8.
EC8A.
So what are you saying?
Right.
All the ones they
Which
threw away.
means that if
all the ones they threw away during the 2023 election, the ones we saw in the gutters and in the bushes.
Yes.
What happened to them? Were they not the original ones that they even took to court, recorded videos and all that. When they got rejected?
No, I can give you 100,000 naira if you show me one case of where one from ECA was dismissed by the courts.
Oh God! Akachi, Mona begin find the video. 100K.
Go get it.
100K.
Yes.
Everybody find her. Mary, come. This 100K must not leave this studio this morning.
So I'm trying to let us know the power in the hands of the voters.
Okay.
Because we, as voters, can make sure our ECA is correct.
Okay.
Let the battle carry on from there.
But the ECA, the one you say correct ones.
Yes.
How do you get the correct ones? Is it not what INEC brings you see, and then you take it as a correct one?
It is filled at the polling unit.
But usually they fill it at the polling unit, and
copies are given to all the agents of the parties.
No. At the end of the day, we've seen where guns
and
put
that's
the
where
people's
you can record
head,
the video.
remove the from EC8. I mean, the ones they mutilated. They wrote all manner of nonsense. They pasted, cancelled, changed the number and all that.
At what point did those mutilations happen?
I don't know. You can ask me.
So that's why I said the power is with the people. Let me tell you. Ask anybody who is used to. It is rare that you see these things happen in the polling units. It's rare.
Okay.
What leaves the polling units more often than not, much more often than not,
doesn't get to the right end.
Right?
Okay.
In between things can happen. All right? And they have happened.
So how do the people who don't have access in between where the whole shenanigans happen, so how do they react to what they don't have control over?
No, by the time they are doing it, they are doing it with one copy. Everybody else has their copy. So you have manipulated one copy. Everybody else, by the way, it's not a photocopy, it's a duplicate. If you know what that means legally, it's much more powerful than a photocopy. It's a duplicate is as good as an original.
All right. Alhaji.
Yes.
Do you agree to what Dr. Kachi is saying?
No. Yes.
Yeah, let's hear your own.
Because after doing election at the polling unit, that EC8A they are talking about will be given to the agents of each political party that must be signed.
Yes.
And then we go to the collection center. Then at the collection center, that is where magic starts happening. At times you will not be allowed to enter. At times they will
as an agent?
As an agent, at times they will not allow you to enter. That is where they use their intimidations. They will beat you and throw you out of the place. The police will be there watching. The military, they are there. Nothing will happen. If not, if it is not through that duplicate and all these things that they are talking, that at times court will reject them, they mutilate some of them.
So do you have evidence that an original copy, like he said,
100,000
has been rejected by the court?
Yes, I will try to find it because it's not something that I can be able to find now. I think I'll find it and give it to the doctor so that I can be able to get down 100,000.
Me, I must get this 100K. I don't know what to do.
I'll give you 20,000 inside.
Jesus wept. No, it's a problem. Let me Sabato, if this 100K come on here, man, you will get problem. I'll tell you. You say me investigative journalist. You better find them. As today, they find them now.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. See, I think the solution to that very problem is when people cast their votes, they have to march to that collection center. Make sure everything.
How do they march? They will carry carry the INEC. They'll carry them for head. I mean, wait, because they'll enter the motor and they'll go.
If you refuse to monitor your votes, they will rig you out.
If you want me to teach you electioneering, you come and pay money for that one. That's consultancy. I will teach you electioneering. I can tell you that where the people know their power, these games will almost guaranteed not to happen. I can tell you that.
All right. Well, that's exactly what our panel here is saying. I don't know about you. Comrade Sabato, I don't want to ask you this question because I know say you cause problem. But anyway, man, just ask you.
Ask him.
Okay. Fire. Ask the question.
I don't ask the question. The same question.
What's the question?
Do you agree with what Dr. Kachi is saying? And this man said no, he does not agree. Do you agree? He's saying that we can stop all that craziness, that we cannot get the court dismiss a correct Form EC8A, the ones that the result is written on after the voting been counted, the correct one that no court would dismiss it. But we've seen mutilated copies which have been accepted by the court, no matter how useless they look like, after the original one. Because we've seen where agents will present, this is our score, send it to their monitoring room or situation report room, and then the court will disagree. So, and say this is the CTC from the court, or from the INEC. Salvatore, do you agree with him?
What I can tell you, what I can deduce from his presentation by saying that the power is with the people electorally, is that it's like taking sides with Buba Galadima. And you know what Buba Galadima said about elections and the voters. So they have them do the kerosene. He says in 2027, you go well prepared with
kerosene and matches.
Yes, a jerry can of kerosene and matches. And once you are holding yours there and the INEC officials there are seeing all of this, they know that you came prepared to ensure that there is transparency in the system. And if you, for example, what happened in Kano when they were having the issues about the gubernatorial election results and at the judiciary, in the courts, Kano citizens came out and told them, listen, if you try this rubbish, you won't live to tell the story. And they got that signal, they read the handwriting on the wall correctly and decided to do the most reasonable thing, and that is to declare the real winner of the election.
So you think that's the only way we can get this right?
See, when people tell you about changing a system, you must be ready for the right tinge of revolution to sanitize that polity.
Is that not encouraging violence?
Hold on, hold on. Now, can you point at any of the top 5 most advanced nations in this world that didn't go through revolution? See, there's a difference between constitutional violence and unconstitutional violence, as far as I'm concerned.
So which one is constitutional violence?
The one that is constitutional violence is preventing people from engaging in the dastardly act of an equivalence of coup d'etat, which is depriving the people of the candidate they voted for. So you see, election rigging should be equated with treason. And so when you have citizens trying to prevent treason from taking place, you cannot go to any court and tell me that they are committing an illegal act. You see, that is just, Nigeria requires drastic measures to solve this problem, because Nigeria has turned out to be a very...
I know you cause problem. I know you cause problem.
You knew I caused problem. And you went ahead.
I think I will promptly dissociate myself from
that talk, Abi.
Yes. That's not, you don't need that.
Okay.
And we don't have to have that. We already have systems available to us.
Okay.
Listen, I have been directly part of recovering 2 elections.
Okay.
So I'm not talking for the sake of talking. And I'm saying that if we use what is available to us, we can get our votes to prevail. The first and foremost is our own personal compromises. Anywhere you go, all these games are going on. Go and look at the people. Even agencies say they are compromised. If you don't open your door, thieves will not.
That's definitely.
Come in. So what I'm saying is that the people should know their power and know that it's in their hands.
But in the manipulation, they have manipulated the people.
I give a challenge.
With hunger and all that. No, that challenge, me, I'm taking that money now. After this place now,
Go find it.
I'll look for it now.
Yes,
in cases where government have dismissed them in court. Because 2023 is just a typical example.
I have a lot of them.
Listen, listen. Yeah. Let me make it clear, because I can use cite Obasanjo's case.
Okay.
Where he was able to get evidence of about, I think it was, I can't remember the number of votes now. All right? That was when Chief Mike Ahamba was his lawyer, was Buhari's lawyer. All right? And they were able to prove, okay, sorry, Buhari's case against Obasanjo. And he proved some ECAs. And the court said, we accept all of this. It's just that this only gives you an extra, this number of votes, and that's not enough to overturn. So don't say the court didn't dismiss it, but he didn't have enough to change the outcome.
Well, that's when we still had some judges that have sense.
Barry,
because
Barry.
now you don't have such judges again.
I'm also not part of sitting here without evidence and
No,
painting-
what we're saying, without mincing words,
I mean,
we
I
had
can be
judges in this
specific and say
country
in this
who will
case, in
look
this
at you in
case.
the face and tell you the truth. Whether Obasanjo being the president or not, they accepted those, but it wasn't enough. We had judges that did that. I remember this case you're saying very vividly. It was the right thing to do. But it was just not enough for Buhari to overturn the numbers Obasanjo had as at that time.
Yes.
You understand? Yes?
Barry, I think Dr. Kachinwoga here is being very, very diplomatic. And you see, in Nigeria, you don't try to engage diplomats when you know a problem known is half solved.
All right.
Now, his position seems to be that if I see you breaking into my house, you are armed with a gun, and I try to defend myself, you fire a bullet at me, it hits me. And somehow I managed to now kill you. And you come and tell me that I was the one that committed the crime. I shouldn't commit that murder.
No, I think
I should not kill you. Hold on, I'm
that's
coming.
Not what he's saying.
You see, look, all things being Nigerian, we see the facts and figures, we see the reality on the table, we try to play nice with all this, and that's why Nigeria is where she is right now. Now, the people in Kano that I use an example, did you hear of them killing any INEC official? They just, you see, that's what you call mutually assured destruction. That's what you call deterrence. Mad. Yeah, if everybody has the authority to go mad. Mutually assured destruction. So when you have that staring you in the face, you are working for INEC.
No. I know why I didn't want to ask him this question, because it cause problem for me. That's normal. I know him very well. So I like it. Now, are we throwing the part of Oti, Reagan
die.
Reagan write your will? So we are not here to. There are other ways. Don't we have other ways that political parties can do this without violence?
We can be able to protect our votes.
Yeah, without violence. Yes.
Yes, we can be able to protect our votes. But the people that want to rob it from you are armed to the teeth.
Okay.
This is where the problem now lies.
So you can't go fighting somebody armed without arms. That's exactly what the implication is.
No, we don't need to carry arms because we don't have arms. They have the arms. But when the majority of the people come in mass, they cannot start shooting anyhow.
Okay.
It's only few.
So what is your party at this very moment, the APP? If I look at the followership of APP, at least in the Idiator Nation, that is a massive followership. But when you look at APP statewide, we don't seem to have that followership everywhere like we have at Idiator because of Honorable Gochinye.
Yes.
Now, when we look at the APP, what are you doing right now to have the people, galvanize them to want to do that massive followership? When you say, let's go, they go. Because that's where the problem is, because a lot of people, like Kachinwoga said, money, once you don't collect money, you don't get out again.
Yes.
Everybody says they pay more. They even do it on social media, APC for life. We're seeing it. So what is your party doing right now to counter that? Because that's where we do come to.
Okay. That is why I am the BOT chairman of the Dr. Chimamanda Amadi Grassroots Mobilization Network.
Okay.
We go underground to mobilize the people, tell them what we are going to do when we get the power. We try to educate them how to get their PVC and every other thing. It is not yet time for us to start running head-to-head to be wearing clothes, banners, and moving up and down. Although we have been going rallies. Yes. We've been going rallies. Not that we've not been going rallies. But the most important thing, the strategy for now, I don't need to reveal that to you. We go underground.
It's not about strategy. I'm not talking about strategy. These Nigerians have been so impoverished. They're hungry. Very hungry. Little wonder, you give them a bag of rice, they collect and they do whatever it is you want. Poverty has been, weaponized. Hunger has been weaponized. A lot of people are very hungry to the point that 20,000 now, because they don't upgrade the money to 20,000.
Yes.
This is not about APC alone.
Yes.
Every other party is doing the same. They say you are giving 10,000. This one they give 5,000. I go leave 10,000. Since I want to collect money, you can't go collect, leave 10,000, can't collect 5,000. That's what people are saying. These are conversations I had with some of these people. So I'm just saying, What is your party doing to stop that?
What we are doing to stop that is we've started educating the people.
Does education work?
Yes. No, you need to sanitize them. People need to be sanitized because, number one, you don't eat your cake and still have it. All those things that they used to receive from different parties gives them that very morale of selling their votes. And they don't know that they will sell it for that very moment, and the next minute they are still hungry. So what you need to do is...
You think they don't know?
Yes. They know, but at times some of them don't know.
When you're hungry, do you think about tomorrow, about the now?
No.
Those are the issues. Now, I'm being practical.
So
I want to look into the mind of these people who sell their votes. You understand? Because one, the power belongs to these people. These people have the cake, no matter how bad. I'm one of the people who advocate for all this craziness, stop buying, stop vote selling and all that. A lot of people collect PVCs just because of bank restrictions and all that, not because they want to use it to vote. Now, the voter party has become some very, very big weapon being used by people who are in power to make sure people don't come out to vote if they don't want to vote for them. We hear ruling parties make announcement, if you are not voting for the ruling party, don't come out to vote. I mean, these things are happening. What is your party doing to that effect? I'm going to ask the same question to Dr. Kachiwaka so that we hear, because you are now not just here in Imo State, you are a national vice chairman. So it cuts across all the nation and in Imo State in particular. So let's look at it. I'm not talking about your candidate, because if I want to talk about your candidate here, I go do my hand like you pay money. Don't talk about your candidate here. Just talk about election generally. Let's look at... No, I'm being serious. If they mention I am grassroots mobilizer for this candidate, you go pay money. You are invited here to discuss landscape. So let's discuss landscape. It's a simple thing. What are you doing? Voter apathy, vote buying, intimidation, bot carrying, snatching this one, all this crazy. What is APP doing as it stands now to help that day these things will not happen?
Okay. We have our foot soldiers that will be on the ground on the day of election. And we have been, as I told you before, we have been talking to people, trying to make them understand why their vote counts, because, you know, so many people doesn't want to come out to vote because they believe their vote doesn't count. Some believe they will just, let me just take this very money, because they don't know the importance of their vote. I know that everybody is hungry. Everybody is hungry, yes. And a hungry man is an angry man.
Now the fellow give the money, now the fellow share money.
You can't use corruption to stop corruption.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Dr. Kachi. Let's same question to you.
Yeah, my party actually right now is involved. We've set up a team on voter education.
Okay.
All right, and like I said, my party chairman here, also Messi, for instance, can tell you.
Speak to the mic so that we can hear you clearly, sir. Speak
Sorry,
to the mic. Okay.
in Imo State on that. So we are part of developing the script for that education. But I will tell you something. I think the last hope, if you ask me, for the opposition, is to actually join hands in this voter education.
Okay.
Because it's beyond one party and another party. It's important that as a opposition we understand that if our people are not empowered with some knowledge about voting, it's going to affect all of us badly. And it's the biggest threat to our democracy, really.
Yeah.
Not all those, because I have a saying that the demons find strength in the minds of the foolish. All right? All these shenanigans can happen because the people are not properly equipped and knowledgeable. In the minds, in the hands of those who are knowledgeable and equipped, you can't do this. There are places you can rig.
All right.
We know that. There are places you can rig. So why can't we try to bring every place to that standard? That is what the opposition can do together.
Is the ADP planning on any measure? On the APP, are you planning on any measure?
Well, the ways of the opposition, I have said it severally and I have not stopped saying it. We have two options.
Okay.
One is measures.
Okay.
It's too late now. We can't do that. The other one is a coalition. True coalition, not anybody calling himself coalition. Coalition is a coalition of political parties. All right? It's not about people assemble themselves and call it a coalition. No. It's a coalition of political parties that sit together on the table and share and say, this is what we get. This party, you lead us here. This party, take us here. This party, give us this seat here. This party, give us that seat here. At the end, everybody is holding hands together, pushing for one candidate. It can be in his party here and my party at the other level and stuff like that. And that makes us strong. And if we fail to do that, we have ourselves to blame.
Now, the opposition keep complaining about the ruling party. The APP complains, the ADP complains, ADC, and the rest of them. But they are doing the same thing when it came to their primaries, like you said. How can these people who are doing the same thing, they're complaining against the ruling party, how can they make any change?
Well, now you get my point. Now you get my point. And let me tell you the truth. If we don't do something about changing our system, it's going to be difficult to have anything different. You know why we're talking about the government power today? Is because this is the one that is in our minds and memory.
Okay.
Just trace every government in power. It's always been the same.
Yeah.
It's always been the same. You know, they have always made opposition very difficult. All right? But how else will it happen if one man has the power to appoint an INEC chairman, one man has the power to appoint IG of police, one man has the power to appoint the chief judge, and all that? What is remaining in the election?
Barry Cosmos, I want to throw a question to Dr. Kachi Nwaga's party and Alhaji Precious Muna Chimso's party, the opposition parties.
Okay.
What level of synergy have they deployed in ensuring that the principle of my enemy's enemy is my friend is executed so that that bonding will get them to the desired destination? The question is, has there been any interaction at this level? You're a national vice chairman of a party. So I would assume that people like you should have started this sort of interaction or proposed such an interaction to your colleagues in other political parties.
Actually, right now, I'm not sure much is happening, but before now, well before now, I know that I personally put a proposal together for my party on a coalition, all right? And let me tell you, well, since you've asked specifically, permit me to be specific. What happened in ADC was what would have happened to my party. That was where they started.
Okay.
And then we said, if you go this route, you will have this problem and that problem. And they said no. You know, some people were more interested in their personal candidacy than anything else. So the discussions fell through. You know, it couldn't hold. It couldn't carry on. And of course, they went and carried the same script they brought to us and took it to another party, and this is where they are today. You know, so I don't know if we can learn lessons from any of those, but I tell you that so long as many of us feel that our personal ambitions are more
than
important
the collective. All right.
Yes, you know that. Then it's difficult to hold a discussion.
All right, there's no time. I'm going to take one or two calls before we call it a wrap. Good morning.
Good morning, Barry.
I greet you.
Yes.
Welcome.
I agree with that our guest. I say fire for fire.
Away.
But the problem, Barry, my brother, the problem now is, as one of them say, who appoints INEC, who appoints this and that. Barry, if somebody shows you the picture of your family, your children, your wife, say, Barry, announce this thing. You don't announce it. What do you do? That is what you are suffering. Don't blame the judges. Don't blame the courts. Don't even blame INEC. How many are like OT? This is OT. How many can say, even if you put gun on my head, I will not change it? I mean, if you can get about 60% of OT in like Abia State, it will go all over. Because when a gun is put, when somebody is threatened, a Gestapo kind of government is how today. Mindless people who don't care to shed blood.
All right.
Who will say, if you don't do this, you are gone.
Thank
what do you do?
Thank you. I understand your point. Good morning.
Good morning, Barry Cosmos.
I agree to you. Sharp, no time.
Charles from World Bank.
Okay.
You don't go pursuing something that can bite.
Away.
Sounding diplomatic or nice will not get us out of this dungeon. You cannot be lawful in a lawless society. Thank you.
Sabato. How this is your handwork.
Is that clear to you now?
All right, let's take some messages. Say good morning, Barry Cosmos Okenzi on radio. The name is Cliff David Namdi. He says it's from Umonjo Irete. This is misplaced priority. What should be paramount in the mind of Bola Tinubu and his APC government should be how to reduce terrorism in Nigeria and to rescue those minors who have been inside the forest for more than 50 days. The government is busy chasing shadows, changing khaki to Adire and Ankara wears for NYSC core members. This is so laughable. Even if they had the mindset to change the khaki to another thing else, why Adire? Some people will view it as Yoruba thing. They will use Ange, not Adire. It seems those at the helm of affairs in Nigeria don't know anything about governance. Diego, God bless you. One on radio, thank you very much. We have this one from Mbede Oma. Okay. I say Mbede Oma. Sorry. Maybe Mbede, this one, maybe Uche program. Blessed morning, Big Brother Barry. How was your night, right? Our guest in the studio, I greet all of you all. I'm Comrade Anoye, Fikis man. Going by what the Redeemed Christian Church GO said, Mr. Barry, you have seen what and how religious leaders is doing. Well done, thing is that, sure, in this life, a day of accountability is coming when all men will stand and give account of their work on earth. All right, thank you very much. This one says, good morning, Barry, and thank God it's Friday. My name is Felix Nwozuzu, texting from Umar Himberi. Barry, my condolences goes to President and the people of Venezuela for the earthquake that killed more than 2,000 people there and its natural disaster. And here we have human disaster in the name of terrorists and bandits and kidnappers and have killed more than 3,000 Nigerians, including school children. And yet our leaders are talking about 2027 elections. And talking about the changing NYC uniform instead of tackling the problem of insecurity, hunger, and high cost of living. Barry, who put us into this endless quagmire in this country? Thanks and enjoy your weekend ahead. Thank you. Okay, this one says it's quite unfortunate that after 50 days, these little children are still not traceable. Sometimes I wonder the kind of security arrangement we have in this country. Thank you very, very much. This other one says, good morning, the Radio Marshal. Very, very long. Good morning. All the guests in the studio. Okay, the truth is that this APC government knows that they have failed woefully in all ramifications. That is why they are doing everything possible to rig the election. Okay, that's the message from you. This one says, good morning, Barry Cosmo. Dr. Kachi sounds like those politicians. In some cases, INEC officials don't come to polling unit with these documents. The election process, especially voting, should be electronic so that when you put your voter, all candidates should come out and the voters choose his option. Obinna from OG. Okay, this one says, good morning, Barry. On the issue so-called most men of God, especially from the Southwest, and their deceitful gimmicks and political tribalism. These so-called men of God are businessmen. For Adeboye, Redeemed General Overseer, you are all aware that most kitchen cabinets of Tinubu government are members of his church. Wife of the president is one of his pastors, including former vice president under Buhari was his pastor, and the president himself is his tribal man. All right, that's reacting to Pastor Enoch Adeboye. And this one says, good morning, my daddies in the studio. I like to state here that we need people like Fode Samana Sanko of Sierra Leone, whatever that name, if I called it right, to shatter the satanic hegemony of this tyranny who rules this country. Revolution, if it will yield the desired word, is absolutely welcome. The so-called Nigerian rulers are not worth living amongst humans. If you do what is required of you to do and you refuse to do it, then it means that you have already prepared for the imminent circumstances. Sahid from Ihe Chua, MCC. Okay. So many messages, I can't take all of them. Let me just pick this one on Facebook and see where we are on Facebook quickly in a jiffy. Okay. I don't know what is happening with Facebook this morning, but definitely that's the much you can take. Dr. Kachi, any final words before we go?
Yeah, let me make it clear. I'm a believer in electronic voting.
Okay.
All right? In fact, electronic everything.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that the process we have is correct. No. That wasn't the cause of this interview today.
Of course.
We're simply talking about what do we do in the face of what
we have. Yeah.
All right. So maybe the listener didn't get it right. So, and I'm saying in the face of what we have today, which is not ideal. For me, electronic, I can stay here and vote on my phone.
Yeah.
And all that. And if Nigeria says they don't know what to do, they should contact me. I'll deliver it for them at 1/5 of the money that they're spending today on elections.
Chai.
Yes. So, but be that as it may, since this is what we have today, Nigerian citizens, please let us become interested. I can imagine where every ward chairman of a party is, for instance, somebody who is knowledgeable, perhaps even a graduate, and all that. I think that the mess in the system will begin to die. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Alhaji. Final words before we go. No time.
Yes, I think Dr. Kachi has a point there. Electronic voting will be okay. But hence they cannot be able to do that. I think, because I know they will not want to do that because of the rigging. They will believe in that rigging. So what we need to do is to make sure that people get their voters registration. When you vote, you monitor your vote and make sure your vote counts.
All right.
So we will not be intimidated, no matter anyhow they want to do it. If they come any way they come, we'll follow them that very way.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Alhaji Precious, chieftain of the APP party. Dr. Kachinwoga, the national vice chairman of the ADP, and of course, award-winning journalist Salvatore Amadi. Thank you very much, Chief Comrade Salvatore. Thank you for joining us.
You are welcome.
All right, that's our show for today. Let's do this again. Happy weekend to all of you. It's time now for the one and only, your most adorable, and his clique. I've been a cliche. What did they call it? Clique. Of women who they are going to come here for, what did they call it again? She Matters. Matters that concern women. Where they need to talk women matter. Now only men they discuss all the time. All right, bye-bye for you. See you later.
Echo FM. The car for Julius IK